Hi, today we are going to be making chocolate truffles. What you're going to need is a measuring cup, chocolate chips or semi-sweets, a mixing bowl, a saucepan, and some heavy whipping cream. So first step, what you're going to do is, I already did it, but you're going to measure out 1 cup of chocolate chips, in other words 8 ounces, into your mixing bowl. Next, you're going to take a half cup of your heavy whipping cream and you're going to bring it to a simmer. Whoa, that's hot. Okay, mine is still simmering. So I'm going to wait for that to be done simmering. And in the meantime, I'm going to grab a spatula to start it with. So I know that there's nothing in it, but I just like to mix stuff. Okay, so now since it's done simmering, I'm going to go ahead and pour it into the mixing bowl. Okay, so first I'm going to take out my spoon so it doesn't, fall in there. Next I'm going to pour it in like I just said. So you're going to pour it in and you're going to let it sit. I guess you don't have to do this, but first I'm going to stir it in a little bit so all the chocolate chips are covered by the milk. Okay, we are going to set the timer for 2 to 3 minutes, but I'm going to do 2. So we're going to wait for 2 minutes. When we're done with 2 minutes, we're going to give it a good old stir, once again with our spatula. We're going to mix it all together, and it should look like a liquidy version of fudge. Now, it takes a long time to stir. I'm warning you, don't give up because it takes a while. Okay, so as it's waiting, I will show you something that I've been working on for the past few weeks. It's this palette. And I know this looks really bad right now, but I'm working on this. And then I just finished this painting. It's a flower one. I think it looks really cool. And I did a little bit more work on my wave painting right there. It's not even close to being done, but that's like the front sketch, I guess you could say. And then I did my little quail painting. That's the template that I got it from. Okay, we have 1 more minute left. Sorry for the messy floor. I paint right there, so obviously it's going to be messy. So as you can see, the chocolate chips, looks like they're getting a little bit more melted. So this is like my all-time favorite dessert recipe. It is so good, so sweet, and a good snack that like any time of the day you can eat. So I eat so much I have to say to myself only 2 a day because I would eat like the whole thing in one day. So you can always remember you can double the recipe, probably not triple, but double. I'm just not going to double it today though because I don't have enough milk. So it hasn't been 2 minutes yet. It has 11 seconds left. And I'm going to mix it. Once the timer goes off, 3, 2, 1. Alright, the timer is going off. So I'm going to get it off. Alright, I'm going to mix it. So it seems really chunky right now. So the milk, I guess you could pour the chocolate chips in when on the stove, but not really. I actually got this recipe from somebody else. But just in case you don't see yours, you can see mine and you can try it out. So it looks really chunky, I know, and it looks like chocolate milk right now, and it looks really disgusting. So I'm just going to give it a good stir. So I'm going to remember to scrape the sides. I don't know what's going on. It's supposed to be way more melted than this. I think the milk may have not been hot enough. So what I'm going to do, since it's not melting, is I'm going to grab back the saucepan. And actually I'm going to put it on top of here so it melts. Don't put it on top of it because I don't want you to catch your house on fire. But I'm just going to put it over so it gets a little bit heat while it's hot. so it's getting a little bit more melted, because that'd be kind of a waste. I'm going to stir real quick. I'm going to see if that helped at all. It did help a little bit, but as you can see, it's chunky. I mean, that can be fine that it's chunky. I don't really like if it's crunchy. I just want it to be really soft and smooth. So I'm going to put it back over the stove. It's a little bit hot, so make sure you remember, don't burn your hands. It's hot. Okay. So I'm just going to let it over the pan. Hopefully this will melt the chocolate chips. It sure is melting my fingers, so it should hopefully, melt the chocolate chips. So as you can see, it's a little bit more melted. This is what it's going to look like. So you can see the little chunks of the chocolate chips, and I think that's honestly fine. It's just going to give it a little bit more crunch. Like I said earlier, I don't really like crunch, but it's actually pretty good. It doesn't make it taste different. It just makes the texture different. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a tiny, not too tiny actually, a little container, because I would just, that's divided. I would just keep it in a regular one, the one that I have, but it won't fit in my fridge because there's too many other stuff. So I am just going to fit it in here. I think it will fit. So I'm going to give it one good last stir, and I'm going to pour it in. It smells like fudge, and it's really good. So I'm going to go ahead, scrape the edges, and make sure you get all of this out, because even like a little bit is like totally worth it. Please comment down below other cooking recipes that I should try out, because that'd be fun, especially in quarantine. Everybody's bored. I've been keeping myself busy, but whatever. Okay, I'm just scraping out all the edges. It takes a long time because you want to make sure that you get every single chocolate thing out, and if it doesn't, that's totally fine. It's just I'm trying not to. So I'm going to get all of it. There's some on this side too, and I didn't really see that, so I'm going to go back over there and scrape that little part out. Now it's pretty much impossible to get all of it out. So I'm actually going to go grab a spoon to get off my spatula, and then I'm just going to hope it works its way into the bowl. So I'm going to scrape it away from the spatula and cling it into the bowl. Now if you doubled the recipe, I'm sure it would fit in a bowl like this, but I'm not positive, so maybe try a bigger bowl. Okay. That's as much as I could get in. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the fridge. Now I'm going to set the timer for 1 hour. Oh, oops. That was 1 minute, sorry. Okay, 1 hour. So, I don't know how to, I'm not very good at, like, editing stuff. So, I'm going to, actually get off, and I'll just tell you guys from here. So, after 1 hour is over, you're going to take it out from the fridge. You're going to put it, you're going to grab a spoon, scoop little balls, and you're going to roll it to make sure it's flat, and then you're going to put it on a plate or whatever, and back into the fridge for 30 minutes. When you bring it out after the 30 minutes, you are going to roll it back into balls if you want to make it more smooth. You're going to grab some cocoa powder and dip it in there, and then you are set. And I suggest once, like, if you're like, you have a bite and you're like, I don't want any more for later, I suggest you put it in the fridge so it doesn't melt. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe down below.